Hello and welcome back to Vanilla 2, the channel where I talk about the same stuff that I do on my main channel, but everything's just a little bit worse. And I'm back again with yet another roll review. This time I'm looking at Kentmere PAN 400 by Harman Technology, which is a film that before now I've never actually shot, although I've been told to shoot multiple times, so I did. All of these pictures were taken on my trusty EOS 3000 with modern EF lenses. I'll put information in the description if you're curious. But yeah, let's get started with the first picture of this older gentleman walking in the rain. It was a rainy day when I arrived, so the first few pictures will be rainy. I like this picture. I think I tried to get some street photography kind of shots. You kind of end up that way when you've got a 50mm lens on, and especially if you're shooting black and white. And this picture is that. Here's the next picture, which is similar energy. There is a guy in the corner here, just. And then we have this picture, which is a bit of a weird one. There was a person on a roof playing with a power line. It's a bit weird. I took a picture of it. It's not the best picture, but it gives me a really good sense of the grain of this film. If I set it to 100% zoom for me, that's some pretty tight grain. This camera and the lens I was using at the settings I was using are pretty sharp in general, but it's a pretty sharp shot. You can even see the speckles of rain here just. It's nice. It's more of a grey black and white than it is a black and white, so to say. Cool. Not the best shot, but interesting. Then we have this. That's a cool selfie. I like the umbrella. I like the bit of car here and the motion blur. I think that's actually an interesting one. I like that. And then this one, that's a cool shot. The tones are just nice. Although I can't tell if the sky is kind of blowing out. It was a grey, cloudy sky day. I'll have to take a look at the other shots when the weather's a bit clearer, how much definition there is between the clouds and the sky. The wet floor's always fun. I think every single TikTok that is like a photography tip is just essentially pour water on your floor and the photos will look good, which is kind of accurate, but doesn't make any photo good. Here's a guy on his run. When you zoom into this man's face, he is going for a run. That's interesting. Like, it's very grey here, and then it's very, very light. It's all grey. There's nothing black and nothing white. It's not very sharp. See, that building kind of loses away, but that's also the quality of the scan that I get. It's sharp enough. Got the little doggo here. At the train station, that's a cool shot. I'm liking a lot of these pictures. Now, they're not amazing, but they're all right. This shot's now in the city. If we zoom in, yeah, there's just a lot going on, isn't there? I like that. Next up, this guy. I was in a street photography mood, you can tell. I think all of this is on the 50mm lens. Still, the Canon Nifty 50 f1.8. There's a person walking through a tunnel. I didn't know if this picture would do well. It's on that says platform, out of focus. We were in the train station. It was so dimly lit, and this is only 400 ISO. I think I was shooting at box speed the whole time. I didn't bother to experiment. I was told that box speed is the go for this. That's what my friend does, so it seems to have worked. And even in its low lighting conditions, I'm pretty sure I would have stopped and let this person continue walking. But that is sharp enough. Cool shot, not amazing, not what I pictured. I do like this one and this man, going back to it, but hey, we'll move on. And then we have this lovely image, which I did try to get on a point and shoot with Pro Image in the last video, and this shot is so much better. The difference between a real camera and a point and shoot that has a plastic lens covering thing that you can't remove, massive. Look at how, it's not super sharp, like it's 35mm, it's not medium format, but compared to that point and shoot, it's very sharp. That's a nice shot, I like that. That's a very nice shot. Then we have this one of the Opera House. Bit sneaky, not amazing. You can see that definition in the clouds, and you can see it here again. I prefer this one a bit more. Then we have another shot of the bridge, which I feel like is all of a sudden a lot more brightly scanned, I guess. It's just so much shadow detail. Granted, it is a cloudy day with a lot of soft light and the contrast isn't massive. This is a bit off kilter. I don't know, it's not the best shot. Then we have this lady. This is also on the train station. This picture's nice. I didn't use flash Otherwise you'd see reflections here, and that's 400. And this is, I believe, in the dark underground. There we have some people. Here's this guy. This is all right. It's a good dynamic range test, and you can see there's quite a bit of detail still in these shadows. That's a lot of dynamic range. That's very impressive. And here we have a train on a bridge. Looks a bit weird with where it is. There's the same thing, but with a person walking under the bridge instead. I think I prefer this shot. As for this one, I thought the building looked interesting with these big kind of car entries and these kind of curved bits with all the straight lines. And I tried again. I must have reacted quickly because I'm all of a sudden so much more level here. Here's another kind of dynamic range testing kind of thing with an old underpass. I don't remember what I exposed to. Hopefully in my actual proper video I documented that information, but off the top of the head I can't remember if I did. I love that shot. I think this is the back of the train. Would have been cooler if it was just that little bit closer maybe, but I don't know. Here's this shot. I quickly made sure to get the motorcyclist, and you can see them kind of looking side-eyeing me, I think. Interesting shot, not amazing. There's a person walking between two cars. Interesting yet again. I think I rushed to get this one. This shot, I do like the old building and this kind of interruption here, but I don't know. I think this was the next day. Yeah, there's my cousin. He's a bit hungover, I think. But I like this. There's a lot of attitude in this shot. My focus is on the nose. Often happens with my EOS 3000. These cameras from the 90s don't necessarily have eye detect autofocus. Must have been shooting wide open. Don't know why. Probably didn't need to during the day. Still an interesting shot. And this is on the train on the way to the airport. And I'm just trying to finish my roll of film. I should have probably taken more pictures of my cousin rather than just the one, because these shots just aren't, just at the airport. And that's it. I was definitely more excited about the first few shots, as you might be able to tell by the energy of this video, but it's also pretty late at night. And I'm ready to go to bed. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I'm very interested in PAN 400. I liked a lot of the shots, and it's a pretty cool film, and I've been recommended to shoot it for quite a while. So really no surprise that it's good, because I have friends with good taste that have been recommending this. And eventually I'll have a full review up about it on my main channel. If that is already up by the time you're watching this, there'll be a link in the description. But yeah, thank you for watching. This has been another second channel video. Here's a playlist of roll reviews. Here's a other video, and you can subscribe, and yeah, you know how YouTube works. I will see you in the next one, whenever that is.